Hallo, dritter Teil Star Trek Online in der Discovery-Zeitlinie und wir wollen mal gucken, ich nehme mal an, wir haben jetzt die ersten beiden, erstmal die Akademie haben wir abgeschlossen und wir haben den Tutorial quasi für zu Fuß abgeschlossen und jetzt fehlt ja nur noch die Geschichte mit dem Raumkampf und ich nehme an, das kommt jetzt.
We're still here. Most of us, anyway.
To sit, right-click on the chair you...
Okay, dann pflanzen wir uns mal in unseren neuen Sessel. Da. Ich wollte gerade sagen, es steht mir gut, aber da war es weg. So, Evelyn Savea meldet sich zum Dienst. Okay. Brückenoffizier, okay. Da haben wir Torpedo, Salve, verstärkte Dingsbums.
All decks have reported in. We took some casualties and sick bay is full. All systems have taken damage, but some...
Wieso ist denn die Krankenstation voll? Gebt denen nicht so viel zu saufen.
Past that, it's not exactly optimal.
Working on it, but something's jamming our long-range comms on all frequencies.
Still running under cloak. We knocked them around pretty good before they slinked off with their tail between their legs. That said, we're in rough shape ourselves.
Damage control teams are assigned. We've put out all the fires and started patching the hull breaches, but it's gonna take a while. We'll get the critical systems back online as soon as we're able, Captain.
Still reading their distress signal. I can break through the jamming at short range. Shall I hail them? Opening hailing frequencies now, Captain.
Greetings, Captain. Thank you for coming to my aid. I must apologize. I sent the distress signal under duress. I'm sure you'd do the same with a Klingon disruptor pointed at your head. Quite so, Captain. Our Klingon friends took pains to make my plight look convincing, to the point of damaging my warp drive beyond function. At the risk of wearing out my welcome, would you be so kind and assist me? I'd rather not be around if the Klingons come back.
Increase your speed using E. Decrease your ship speed by using Q. Use W and S.
Gucken wir uns da erstmal den Eimer an. Sieht schön, schick aus.
Coming to a full stop, Captain. Apologies. I'll wait for your command from now on.
They need 3 or 4 warp induction coils tops. We can spare a few.
Position yourself near the ship and press F to interact with it.
Thanks. Oh, and good luck with the Klingons, my young friend.
Zischweg war doch geil.
Can't say I blame them. I wouldn't want to fight Klingons in a tub like that either. Speaking of Klingons...
We have a problem. Most of our plasma injectors are a wreck. See, plasma injectors are made to take a beating, but this damage goes way beyond what would happen in a fight. Pretty sure the Klingons sabotaged them when they boarded us. They wanted to strand us here. Tamav is installing our spare injectors, but we're 3 short. Without those, we can't go to warp.
We're not the first ship the Klingons have hit here, Captain. There's wreckage throughout the system. I recommend scanning the derelicts nearby. We may be able to find and recover intact plasma injectors from the wreckage.
Jo, so machen wir das.
Scanning in progress.
I'm picking up a few compatible parts in the wreckage. Blast off the outer casings on those units and we can get what we need.
Press the spacebar to fire energy weapons.
ship is under attack.
Little Starfleet, call we poo. Dicky Express.
Ugh, she is getting on my last nerve.
Hä? Haben die keine 10.000 Reichweite mehr? Mhm. So, da haben wir schon mal 2. Waffen gefallen mir.
Okay, these injectors are a little beat up, but I can work with them. Some of these are gonna need a little time to get these installed. I'd rather not breach the core after we go to warp because of a full system meltdown. And that can happen with dicey injectors. Right. I'm on it, Captain.
While engineering deals with the warp core, we're stuck here. We need critical systems back online ASAP. It's a sure bet the Klingons are making repairs, and they aren't as safety concerned as we are. They might be back and shooting faster than we'd like. We're on it, Captain. I located several Klingon military satellites nearby. Ian thinks we'll be able to reach Starfleet if we destroy the satellites, and I agree. Besides, we could use a little more target practice.
You must be within 10 kilometers of an enemy to attack it. Use your phaser banks to weaken shielded targets. Use your torpedoes on an enemy when their shield is down.
Naja, wir ballern immer aus allen Rohren.
Target's shields have failed.
Die Knochen gefallen mir.
Target destroyed. 2 more to go.
Target's shields have failed.
Starfleet, you are persistent, little cold poo.
Long-range comms are back, Captain. Shall I send the distress signal?
That Klingon ship took some real damage during the fight. I bet she's leaking plasma all over the place. We might be able to use that to find them. No argument here. I'd rather not get blown up by Klingons on a cadet cruise. Or, you know, ever, really. Scanning now. Oh, yes! I found it! Sending you the data now. We can trace their plasma signature right back to the source. It'll show up on the map. It's pretty far from us. We should travel at full impulse to reach it. This will temporarily take power from the other systems, but vastly improve our speed. Once we drop out of full impulse, the power will return to other systems.
Banka! Your death will be swift, poo poo.
Activate full.
Ja, machen wir gleich. Na, ein bisschen leiser machen hier kurz noch.
Activate high yield torpedo by clicking on the icon or pressing Alt and 1. High yield torpedo will increase the power of
So,
your
ich
next
hoffe, das ist euch
torpedo
angenehmer. Schnatter nicht so viel. So.
Klingon ships decloaking, Captain.
Brrr.
Warning. Ship is under attack.
Oh. Lucara, da hinten ist sie ja.
Captain, while we have the opportunity, it might not be a bad idea to review some of the basic Starship combat files. Wouldn't hurt to be ready when the next group of enemies
Ach komm, das wird schon.
It would be wise not to follow me. Cowardly, but wise.
Click on a shield that is low on power to direct power to it. This will divert power.
Ja.
The mob and I need time to get the plasma injectors installed. Please don't break anything else.
Incoming transmission, Captain. It's a Starfleet vessel, the Sabrova.
This is Captain Thykir Shran. We've received your signal. What happened here? I see. Ever since they acquired their cloaking device, they've been getting bold, even for Klingons. You're lucky to be alive, Cadet. Which reminds me, you're on Captain Schaefer's ship. Where is he? And did you follow his orders? I see. Unfortunate. I served with Anton on the Endeavor. He was a fine officer. We could use more like him. Very well. Schaefer didn't place trust in his officers lightly. If he chose you to be his XO, he knew you could get the job done. I'll expect the same. Our first order of business is getting your ship and crew to safety. We'll escort you to make sure you get back in one piece. I'm sure they are. And if they're foolish enough to come back looking for a fight, they'll get one. In the meantime, set a...
Na gut, okay.
Click on a shield that is low on power to direct power to it. This will...
So. Kann man das blören noch ein bisschen? Ach, da sind sie ja wieder, unsere Freunde.
So, the wolf now fights with his cub. No matter. Stay focused. Today is a good day to die. Hang on, Fox. Stop.
Ja, mecker noch ein bisschen. Versteht sowieso kein Mensch. Feichhosen!
We were on our way to check in on another Starfleet vessel when we received your distress signal. That vessel is still not responding to hails. Considering what happened to you, I'm beginning to fear the worst. I'm going to investigate, and I want you to join me. If the Klingons are up to no good in that system, I'll need backup. I know it's asking a lot, but we're at war. Consider this a field promotion, Cadet. You have your orders.
This feels wrong, doesn't it? I mean, the captain just got killed by a House Mokai matriarch over something she thought we had on board. Shouldn't we be chasing her instead? You're right. You're right. For all we know, this Ja'ula could be behind what happened to that other ship. We should help them. I'll get back down to engineering, Cap.
Das heißt ausführen und nicht Angriff. Gut, meine Freunde, das
We've
sehen wir
arrived,
dann
Captain.
wohl erst in
I'm
der...
reading the Ticonderoga dead ahead. Our orders are to...
Das sehen wir dann wohl in der nächsten Folge, was hier passiert ist. Und bis dahin wünsche ich euch viel Spaß bei Star Trek Online. Es ist fetzig!